Alrighty. Howdy Neighbors and welcome back to Cemetary Mary. Last time we realized Twyla was just trying to frame Reginald. Anyway, let's continue. But as long as we waited there, we did not see him. We looked around the store several times, but still nothing. Though I lost Twyla a few times. So part of me wondered if she was just trying to keep me busy. But that doesn't make sense. If she really wanted to stick around, she wouldn't have invited me in the first place. So why did she invite me? I was considering asking Twyla if we should leave. I had Reginald's phone number. I'd considered asking Twyla if I should text him, but that would be suspicious if I did, wouldn't it? Hey, are you going to the hardware store today? Why? Oh, no reason. How did I know? Haha, I didn't. Yeah, that would probably be way too suspicious. And I wouldn't want to ruin Twyla's plan or anything. Whatever it may be. We sat near the front of the store, waiting for anybody to stop in. We were quiet, as Twyla was busy texting somebody. I didn't know who, but I guess it was important, as she responded to them for a long time. But she kind of ignored me as she continued to text them. The touch of her fingers against the screen was rapid. Still, it had to be important somehow. So I just let her text, trying to think of something we could do until we got here. If he even got here. I considered getting up and making another round around the hardware store when... Huh? Out of one of the aisles, Reginald walked by, pushing a cart in front of him. But how? When? We never saw him enter the store. Or saw him the entire time we were walking around. Could he have been here and we just missed him? His cart had more than a few items in it, so... He had to have been here at least a while looking for it all, right? However it happened, we finally managed to spot him. And he spotted us as well. He gave us a smile and a wave as he walked past us to the checkout counter. He raised a finger to us and gestured as if to say, just a minute, as all of his stuff got packed into plastic bags. I turned to Twyla to gauge her reaction, but I couldn't read anything past her usual poker face. She was just staring intently at him, as if analyzing him. I wish I knew what she was thinking. She began to walk away from me. I didn't understand why, and almost followed her, till I noticed Reginald walking toward us, wearing a smile on his face and bags in his hands. Hello, Mary. I didn't expect to see someone like you here. I would go with Twyla today. Oh, yeah. We were just here, Birdhouse. A few, actually. I thought it would be nice for the birds and all. Birdhouses, really. Even though the birds are migrating soon. Oh yeah, but... It just gives us time to build even more. We could paint them all cute, too. Well, you got me there. In that case, I'm excited to see what you make. So what brings you here today? Me? Oh, nothing important. Just picking up some stuff I need for the apartment, that's all. Even with how much rent I pay, I still have to take care of everything myself. Ha ha. Oh, sorry. That sounds troublesome. Why are you apologizing? It isn't your fault. Well, yes, but still. Well, I gotta go now, I suppose. My errands aren't going to take care of themselves. But say, next time you need to come here, reach out to me, won't you? I'd love to tag along, and I think I'll be able to help you a bit, too. I'll remember that. After that, Reginald left out the door, waving goodbye. Twyla walked back over to me, after having been watching from the sidelines the whole time. Twy, what's the point of that? You didn't even talk to him, and he walked right out the door. Yeah, but you see what he just bought now. Oh no, should I have? Within his purchases, I saw him buy antifreeze. Not with the kind of gallon we were looking for, but he did buy it. On top of that, he bought rat poison, insecticide, and rope. Well, that stuff doesn't inherently mean he's using you for anything bad. Are you going to report that, though? No. You're going to persuade him. Or pursue him. Before he gets far enough, we're going to go out there and ask to help him. I what? He's here, main suspect. Don't you think he's dangerous? And you want me to go with him? For whatever bizarre reason, he seems to have a liking to you, right? So you could probably get a lot out of him. Twyla, I don't know about this. Why not? You're the one who said he's not inherently doing bad things anyways, right? So you should have no reason to be scared. Besides, I have to take care of something else anyways. But I'll have my phone on me the whole time. So hurry, go out there and catch up to him. And text me any updates. If things start going really bad, you could just call for help. Shit. I should have known. Known what? That you'd rather chicken out and let people die. She is very manipulative, ain't she? Should I even be surprised, though? Of course you'd want that to happen. They fill up those precious cemeteries you love so much. Maybe that's why you keep hindering my progress. Here's the collection. I ran out the door as fast as I could. No, I didn't say anything. I think Twyla could tell I was going after Reginald like she wanted me to. I was surprised he actually wasn't too far down the street. I was surprised to see him on the street at all, actually. Guess he was taking the bus like I do. Maybe his car was just parked far. Whatever the reason, it worked out well for me, as I was able to skip up to him pretty quickly. Reginald, wait a moment. No, I'm sorry. Is everything alright? Now will you see him? Back there, Twyla mentioned to me. You were buying rat poison. Yes. It's a bit embarrassing to admit, but my apartment has been having a bit of a rat problem lately. My landlady has been... Oh, my landlady won't do anything about it, so it's up to me, I suppose. She won't even answer her door anymore, can you believe that? I can. So I guess I ought to take care of it, before my neighbors start having rodent problems too. Well, I don't think you should kill them. They probably just don't have anywhere to go. It's not fair to them. I'm sorry, but I really don't think there's much I could do at this point. Well, I'm actually pretty good with animals. Especially small ones. Is that so? Yeah, so maybe I can come over. And I'll try to help you with them. So you won't have to kill them. I don't know. I appreciate your concern, but... Are you sure that's something you want to do? Yes, absolutely. Well, alright, if it means that much to you. When would you like to come over? No, I was thinking, like, right now. Oh, that's so last minute. It sure is. Unless you're hiding something. You're not even giving me time to straighten things out. I can't possibly have you over right now. I just die of embarrassment. Or you might die of fright. Please. The problem will be over sooner if you let me come now. Well, alright. You drive a hard bargain. My car is just around the corner, and the drive shouldn't be too long. Oh, good. Hopefully I can help at least a little bit. Like Reginald said, we got to his car around the corner. Once I was buckled inside, I messaged Twyla. I'm in his car, we're heading to his apartment. Perfect. Make sure to snoop around while you're there. Oh no. I said I was going to help with the rat problem. So, you have more of an excuse to be snooping around. You have to look for that rat, right? I guess so. Text me when you get there. Make sure you talk to him on the ride over. If you spend all your time texting me, he may think you're up to something. Right. Put my phone down, take a deep breath. Everything about this felt uncomfortable. Going to Reginald's just to spy through his things. It's not right. But if he really is dangerous, maybe that makes it okay. But if he isn't, then... And if he is dangerous, I have to be extra careful. I wouldn't know what he could do. I mean, I don't know him that well. And here I am heading to his house. I'll just be on my toes. So have you worked with rodents before? Sorry, Groven. Kind of. I know a lot of people who are scared by them, but they don't bother me any. Reginald and I spoke as he drove. I actually had a pet tarantula when I was younger. I know it's not exactly the same, but... It's an unconventional pet, I guess. Fascinating. I've never been much of an animal person myself, but who knows? Maybe it would change if I got a pet. Unfortunately, my apartment doesn't allow them. A shame, too. A cat would be most handy in this situation. No, they would not. I have a cat, and every time there's a bug, she sits there and yells at it. I don't think it's gonna be helpful. I suppose so. I guess I'll be your cat stand-in. Seems so. I do plan to catch it, if I may ask. Oh, I'll get a feel for your apartment first. Then I'll see the best method to go about it. Sounds reasonable to me. Eventually, we made it to Reginald's apartment building. Most of the apartment buildings within the city are kind of cramped. Reginald's was not much different. Despite this, it doesn't look half bad. The outside seemed pretty clean. There was a parking lot right next to the building. It was convenient that he didn't have to park on the street. Pulling up to it, it was a lot bigger than I anticipated. Wow, this place is huge! Oh please, it's only big from the outside. It only looks nice from the outside, too. Still, it seems like a nice enough place to live. It works, I suppose. But I think one day I'd like to have a house. I like my privacy and alone time. Really? We're so open and friendly. Ha! You think so? I don't quite see things that way. We stepped outside Reginald's apartment, and already I could see what he meant when he said it looked nicer from the outside. It wasn't terribly dirty, but it definitely looked like there was some kind of dust about. On top of that, it was incredibly plain. Dull of everything except doors, an elevator, and a stairwell. Not even a decorative plant. On top of it all, there was a faint smell in the air that was just not good. It's not quite how I don't quite know how to describe it, but it was definitely unpleasant. I'm on the top floor, of course he is. Our elevator is broken, however. I hope you don't mind taking the stairs. That's fine, I don't mind one bit. As we walked up the stairway, I texted Twilight to let her know I arrived, as well as his address. Just in case she needed that information later. Reginald's apartment was on the 5th floor. With a long walk up the stairs. Once you were at the top, it felt incredibly high up. I was looking out the windows in the narrow hallway as he fumbled with the keys to unlock the apartment door. It only occurred to me after the fact that I probably should have offered to hold his bags for him, but I was distracted. He got the door open, though, and then welcomed me inside. Well, here we are. I hope you'll forgive how messy things are right now. Messy? Reginald had nothing out except for his furniture. None of it seemed overly dusty or anything. I suppose I should. Just have Reginald got a phone call. Oh. Terribly sorry, but I believe I have to take this. Oh, just a moment. But please, do make yourself at home. Reginald excused himself into what seemed like his bedroom. I took a quick glance at my surroundings to get a feel for things. And where I should look for evidence, I guess. Reginald's apartment is a bit smaller than what I had expected. He seems very minimalist. Don't know how much he was allowed to change in his apartment, but even still. I don't know how much evidence I could find when it seems like he hardly owned anything to begin with. I took my phone to text Twyla. I hope she responded quickly before Reginald came back. I'm in his apartment now, but I'm not quite sure what to do. He left to take a phone call. I know I should look for evidence, but I don't know where to look. Well, fucking look somewhere and try it at least, instead of texting me. Maybe something small could be important. Okay then. I mean, she is right. Gotta look somewhere. Drawers. I put a drawer on the end table that was sitting next to the couch. There's nothing really in here except some keys and spare change. I closed the drawer. Cabinets. I walked into the kitchen area and quietly started opening some of the cabinets. Couldn't find much in here. The only thing that could have potentially struck me as suspicious is the bottle of drain cleaner. It was kept right under the sink. That's not weird. Hallway. I peered out into the hallway using the peephole of the door. I don't know what I was looking for exactly. Finally, I could hear murmuring of people on the other side. It sounded like his neighbor was talking to someone out in the hall. Bedroom. I stuck over to Reginald's bedroom. He was taking his phone call. I felt bad for listening in on his conversation, but I couldn't really hear what he was saying. But he sounded frustrated. Not angry, just frustrated. I stepped away from the door. Then restroom. I opened the door to Reginald's restroom. It was pretty tiny. Cramped, even for a one-bedroom apartment. I opened some of the drawers. There was nothing that really stuck out to me as being suspicious there. I left the restroom. And then Twyla. I was having difficulty seeing anything suspicious. I was about to text Twyla to ask if she knows any ideas of what I could do. Before I was able to text her, I said again with an unusual and unpleasant smell. It was stronger this time. There was definitely something in this apartment. I felt the scent to the door at the end of the hallway of the apartment. It led me to a room with Oliver's wardrobe in it. The smell was coming from this. Twyla, there's a weird smell in this apartment. I think it's from a wardrobe in here. Is it locked? Oh no, I haven't tried to open it yet. Do I dare to open it? If there really is something in there. What if there's a body in there? What would I do? I'd just pretend I didn't see it. Would I run out? Would you know? Mary, you okay? Have you opened it yet? No. What are you waiting for? I don't want to get caught by him. I have one choice. Let's go. Open the door. Twyla was right. I didn't want to get caught. And knowing what was in there was important. And it wasn't something pretty. I reached my hand forward, but the wardrobe shook. The wardrobe just shook. Really? Better open it then. I guess she was right. I don't have a lot of time. If we move like this, something or someone had to be in here. Had to know. Or else I was just letting another person. Let's really open the door. I raised my hand toward the handle. It wasn't locked. And inside were dots. Oh! It's the babies! Like Reginald said, he's been having a problem with. It looked as though the mama had become a mama not too long ago. I guess that explains the smell and the shaking. I felt bad for doubting him now. Oh! It seemed as if I woke up the rats. That one looked like it was about to attack me, but Reginald was there, and he held the door shut just in time. Reginald, I'm so sorry. I can explain. I was looking for the No, it's quite alright. You were looking for the rat by yourself, right? But it was irresponsible for me to let you do that on your own. If that rat's infected with something and bit you, then... Oh, I would just feel so awful. Hey, it's okay. I'm fine, see? I shouldn't have been looking through your stuff like that. It was really awful of me. I'm sorry. No, don't apologize. I'm the one who's sorry. You come over to my apartment when my apartment is in such a state. I'm sorry, but it's probably better if you leave now. That's understandable. Very sorry. I apologized to Reginald a few more times before I left for good, but he assured me each time that he was the sorry one. He looked really embarrassed. I felt so bad. That's why I wanted to ride home, but I told him it was okay. I'd just take the bus. He was also kind enough to reassure me that he would look for a rat specialist or something to pick them up rather than use the poison. Because he knew how much it bothered me. He was sweet. I got from the bus home, I took my phone. Mary, you're okay, did you find anything? Sorry I didn't respond earlier. I opened the wardrobe, but there was just some rats in there after all. Damn it. That doesn't help our case at all. Actually, there was something a bit unusual I spotted while I was there. What was it? You said he bought rope earlier, right? Yeah, why? When I opened the closet, I noticed that there was already some in there. Is that so? What do you think he needs it for? Twyla? Hey. Hi there. It's late. I wasn't sure you were still going to message tonight. I just had a busy day. Understandable. As did I. For some reason, I have a feeling our days were busy in different ways. That's probably true. Must be tired then, after such a busy day. I guess so. Well, I won't keep you much longer than I have to. As long as you're safe, that's all that matters. Hoping to see you soon. Good night, Mary. Good night. Thank you. It's been a few days. Haven't heard a lot from Twyla. I guess as expected. Cold Point, hell yeah. Normal people scare bees. I would wear that. They didn't really update me on the situation, but I guess that's alright. She seems to have everything under control, I guess. She only calls me when she needs me for things. Other times, we just happen to run into each other. And I'm okay with that. Really, I am. It's a really big thing, after all. And it's kind of her thing more than it is mine. Like, I'm just kind of like a sidekick in all this. I know it's really important. That's for her. So I try not to add more stress on her shoulders. Even if I know I get on her nerves sometimes. She's weren't so expensive. I mean, I know I'm not poor, but these prices I will be. That's what's up. It's rude. It's rude that things are so expensive. Is that my phone? It is. It's text from Twyla. She need me for something. I think I'm already out, if that's the case. Hey Mary, you there? Thanks for your help a few days ago. It actually helped me a lot. I'm really appreciative. You did a terrific job. I really think so. I'm happy to hear that. Even if I don't see how I really helped that much. I have a question for you, although it's kind of last minute. Do you want to come over for dinner tonight? Whoa, really? I'm sure I guess so. Why do you ask? It is kind of sudden, after all. Yeah, I know. It's kind of like a family dinner thing. I wasn't going to invite you. Then my uncle suggested I do so. Since you've been helping me out so much, he thought it would be the polite thing to do. And he's right. That's why I'm inviting you now. You don't have to say yes, but again, it was just the polite thing to do. Well, yeah, I can come. Sounds really nice. Thanks for inviting me. So you're coming then? Alright, I can have my driver pick you up. Send me your address and I'll forward it to him. You can expect him at around 6-ish. That won't be necessary. I'm just going to be at the cemetery again. Really? Yeah. It's just easiest. Whatever. Just make sure you're ready. When the time came to be, I was waiting at the cemetery like I said I would be. I recognized the car and license plate from the last time we drove together and got in. The chauffeur was the same too. He didn't say a word to me, and I didn't say a word to him. It was a very quiet drive as we made our way to Twilight's house. Upon arriving, it had already turned dark. I noticed that the fountain in front of her house had been lit up. It cast a very elegant glow all around. I also noticed there was quite a few cars in her driveway, or parking area. I don't know how to describe it. It was large and made of bricks. There were a lot of cars there. It's a driveway. It made me kind of nervous. I know she still has a family dinner, but this seemed like a lot of people. Would I really be okay being here? It already seemed like I didn't belong. Got out of the car, and it drove off as soon as I closed the door behind me. I guess I have no option to turn back now. I climbed up the stairs, and upon making it to the top, rang the doorbell. Without even being inside, I could hear all the commotion going on within. Without even hearing her come to the door, she opened it suddenly. Quite honestly, I didn't expect to see her dressed like that. Whoa. Oh, he made it after all. I was beginning to think you canceled on me. Was there a lot of traffic? Or was my driver late getting you? No, but you're just a lot more fancy than I anticipated. Here, come inside. I don't want to let bugs in by keeping the door open. As I stepped inside, there were many people, all talking and chatting. Some had glasses of whatever alcohol it was. Some had little plates with them. But all of them were dressed extremely formally. Like party formal. Style of stuff you wear to weddings, or extravagant sweet 16s. Lila, this is so embarrassing. Hmm? You didn't tell me people were going to be dressed like this. That there were going to be so many of them. I'm just so embarrassed. Why didn't you tell me? What if I at least dressed up more? Don't be dramatic, you're fine. You dress semi-formally all the time anyway. I have to go make sure dinner is running smoothly. We can do whatever you want until then. As long as you're not snooping through my things or anything. Wait, I can't just stay with you. You're the only person I know here, Twilight. No offense, but you'll just get in my way. We'll be fine though. See you during dinner. Rude. I left shortly after that, leaving me to wonder why I agreed to come to this thing in the first place. She said family dinner. Guess I imagined something much different. A quaint evening with some extended family and a nice meal. This was definitely some sort of party she was throwing. Don't know how many of these people were actually family, but I think it was more than obvious that I wasn't. I felt like everyone was staring at me. It brought back bad memories of mine. I tried to find some place where I could sit and not bother anybody until dinner was ready. Usually I found a couch in her living room. Oh, I found the couch in her living room was surprisingly empty and took a seat. Tried to look as normal and small as possible. I already didn't feel welcome here. I didn't want to take up more room than necessary. I tried to stay on my phone for the most part, but it felt rude to be doing so. Even though I wasn't talking to anybody anyways. It felt inconsiderate to be on my phone. Putting it down didn't really help how I felt though. Though I didn't join an into conversation, I did hear one that caught my attention. Don't give me that look. You know this place. The bookstore on 4th, run by the old guy. Oh, that one? Bookstore on 4th. But the bookstore Twilight and I went to. What happened with all that anyway? I read in the newspaper. You didn't just watch it on TV. Nah, I prefer to sit and read it with some coffee. Anyway, like I was saying, They confirmed his death the other day. Really? Wasn't he brought to the hospital? Hell if I know, the article didn't say. All it said is that he was found with multiple stab wounds, bleeding out on the floor of his own store. I don't think they found him until morning, but they estimated he died around closing times. I didn't hear about a hospital, but it seems he's dead now regardless. I felt heartbroken. It was the bookstore owner Twy made me distract. Oh, I didn't even hear of his death. Me neither! How long ago was it? Did I miss it? Did they have the funeral already? He was so nice to me, though. But his store was so empty. Was he all alone in the end? It's my fault. Does death follow me now? It's going to be the next to die. In my own thought, I was tuned out their conversation. Then I heard another thing that made me snap back into it. Is he even fucking here at all? I haven't seen him, but I wouldn't be surprised if he isn't. Not like he does anything anyways. Denson is always pathetic. Maybe now he's finally realizing that. Denson, that's Twyla's uncle, right? You sure you want to be saying that so loud? What if he is here and he hears you? Doesn't matter. Not like we'll get kicked out or anything. I guess that's true. That was pretty cool of them to be talking about him like that. I know I don't know him. I know I don't know him, really. But I can't help but feel bad for him. They're talking so cruelly about him, and in his own house. I hope that he wasn't here. And if he was, I hoped he didn't hear anything. I can imagine hearing someone talk about me like that in my own home. Well, actually. Oh, it's dinner ready. People around me started to leave to the next room. Though having to sit at dinner table with them made me feel nervous. I thought about just staying here instead, but... In the end, I got up and followed them into the dining room. Upon entering, it felt very different from the rest of the home. Bella's house was classy but colorful. This room was drenched in white. Nothing that offset it was the brown, long dinner table in the center. What a long table it was. It felt like the kind you saw in movies. People began to sit. Hastily looked for Twyla. On one end of the table, I noticed that Denson was here after all, and he took a seat. I had hoped those talking bad about him weren't near. On the other end, I caught sight of Twyla, beginning to pull her chair out. She saw me. She must have sensed how nervous I was, because she gestured me over to her. Oh, thank goodness. I made my way over there as quickly, but also as politely as I could. I was planning on taking a seat next to her, but another man got there before I did and sat down. I just took the one next to him. I was still talking distance of Twyla, so I was okay with it. People began to talk, as people do. I started to tune out their conversations again. That is until I was brought into the conversation. She's a bit freaky looking, isn't she? You get used to it. Oh, who, me? Yeah, look at me for a look. I can't look at those eyes too long. They'll freak me out. Oh, yeah. I would get that a lot. Ever thought about auditioning for a horror movie? I bet they'd do something great with a face like that. She would fit in well to one. After all, she could talk to ghosts. Oh, is that so? Yeah, kind of. Only done it a few times, but yeah. Really, show me then. I can't. You should show him. I think it would be a neat party trick. I would, but it only really works when I'm sleeping, it seems like. Oh, sure it does. Come on, Mary. Show me what you can do. At this point, people sitting across from us seemed pretty interested too. I don't know, I mean, the atmosphere isn't right, and blah blah. Come on, not even for me. Poor man with a late mother. You wouldn't give him a chance to speak to her again? It's not that I don't want to, it's just... I've seen you do it before. Surely you can push yourself a little harder. You can do it right now. I'm not sure what to do. Everyone's looking at me. I don't want to embarrass Twyla or myself. If I pretend to do it, I'll just embarrass myself further. I just think I'm fake. I don't know what to do. But I have to decide soon. I'm actually gonna end this episode here, so... feck off. So, thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I will see you later.